I watched this movie 2 days ago now, and I've been thinking a lot about it. I'm very torn between whether I think this is a good movie or not so good movie. But what I do know is that I overall enjoyed it. Does it live up to the greatness of the Harry Potter movies? No. Does it compare to the first installment? Sort of, in its own way. I'm going to start with the things this movie did really well. And the first thing that everyone notices is the special effects. It is crucial in a movie about magic that the effects are spot on. And they were. Everything was made with so much care and passion, and the effects really just blew me away. Another thing this movie has going for it is the acting. Every actor in this movie nails it. Eddie Redmayne is again perfect as the socially awkward Newt Scamander. I loved him. Ezra Miller nails it as Credence, again being an unstable boy who just wants some love. Zoe Kravitz is great, Alison Sudol is great, Johnny Depp. Everyone is just great in this movie. But my personal favorites were Jude Law and Dan Fogler. Dan Fogler as Jacob again stole every scene he was in. He was just so comedic, and every time he was on screen I laughed. He's great. And Jude Law as young Dumbledore is just so charismatic, and I just wanted more of him, and I was really sad that there wasn't more of him. And now this leads into some of the bad things about this movie. For one, some of the characters are underdeveloped, such as Grindelwald. He doesn't have a lot to do in this movie until the last act. It's not so much Johnny Depp, who is actually pretty amazing, but rather J.K. Rowling's writing, which was a bit lackluster here. Not saying anything's bad with J.K. Rowling, I love her as an author. I don't know, it's just Grindelwald didn't have the same magic that the rest of the characters in Harry Potter usually have. He wasn't a Snape, you know, he doesn't have a lot of layers to him. But I also found this movie to be quite boring at times. I found myself once or twice closing my eyes for a bit, but maybe it was just my sleep deprivation that caused this. I did find myself sucked back into the movie pretty quickly enough, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. It was just these small parts, these small moments of not so much happening, you know. But I must say that the runtime could have been shortened by at least 30 minutes, and the story wouldn't have changed. Overall, I think this movie is a great movie. It is directed very well. David Yates did an amazing job. It looks absolutely beautiful. It is helped greatly by brilliant acting, stunning visual, and enticing character relationships. But it's being held back by an extremely long runtime that feels longer than what it should be. The characters could have been explored more, and the action could have had a bit more kick to them. But overall, I like this movie. I think it definitely stands strong with the previous one. When it's good, then it's really good. And when it's bad, then it's a bit boring. But I would recommend this movie to any Harry Potter fan, or just a person who wants to see a good movie. My final verdict as of now, which will probably change after I watch it a couple more times, is 7.3 out of 10. So, it's actually not a bad movie. It has some great qualities to it, and I think that's worth enough to go see it.